going on, guys? So wake up. Going to work on one of our most basic attacks today, the Thai roundhouse to the body. A lot can go wrong or inefficiently in a kick. It's got a lot of moving parts and a lot of parts that you want to get correct. But if you focus on the form first, if you're new to kicking, if you focus on form first before you worry about power and speed, then you can get your form right first, and then your kick's going to get better and better and better. Extremely important to coming up into the kick is our spacing of our feet, our stance on the ground. So we're going to get that right first. If you're new to this, you can use a piece of tape. What you're going to set yourself is a horizontal line here. And you're going to take your power side, or the leg that's going to be kicking. You're going to place your toe right up to that horizontal line. You're going to keep this heel off of the ground when you're in your stance. And then you're going to take your lead foot or your post foot, which is the leg that you'll be standing on when you kick. And the heel is going to go in front of this horizontal line. So rear foot toe up to the line, front foot heel in front of the line. Unlock the knees. My feet are about shoulder width apart. Unlock the knees for some shock absorption. Hands are up on my cheeks. Elbows are relaxed. And my shoulders are relaxed forward. So I've got a nice shell here. Now once I'm in my stance here, I'm going to take my lead foot or my post foot when I come up into my kick, and I'm going to point it where my kick's going. So I'm going to point my toes here. Notice I didn't from here turn my heel this way, because this would make my kicking hip go out that way. Instead, I'm going to pick up the ball of my foot and move it. So that now my hip wants to go that way through my target. Notice the difference? If my ball of my foot's here and I turn my heel like that, my hip wants to go there. If I keep my heel where it's at and I turn the ball of my foot, so in other words I take a small step, now my hip wants to go this way. So now I took my step, my toes are pointed through my target. My target would be right here. My opponent's ribs are going to be here. So my toes are pointed in the same direction that I want my kick to go. Lead hand is going to stay on my cheek and my elbow is going to stay close to my body. Don't let it drift up like this. Rear hand, the power side, the side we're going to kick with, is going to swing like this. You're going to focus on your shoulder coming forward and swinging through. Notice as I do this, as I swing my hand down, my hip and my shoulder are coming forward through my kick. I'm going to steer it with my knee, but it's my hip driving it. That's a detail that makes it make sense for a lot of people. You don't want to kick thinking. You're kicking with your shin, but you don't want to think, raise that shin up and kick with it, because then the rest of your body's going to follow your shin rather than the other way around. So your hip is what leads your Thai roundhouse. You swing from the shoulder and hip, this goes, and the rest of your leg follows. It's a lot like your hip is swinging a bat or a sword. Your leg is a bat or a sword that your hip is swinging through. Your knee comes up, and then you turn it over like that. So as I'm here in my stance, point my toes where my kick's going, lead hand stays on my cheek, or I can wind a little bit, boom, up into my kick, swing down, focus on this shoulder coming through, and this hip's going to come up. I'm going to come up, shin's going to reach rib height, and if I'm kicking in the air or in the mirror watching myself, then I'm going to kick through and I'm going to end up with my back to my target. So I've got my toes pointed, I'm going to swing, kick, and end up with my back to my target. And then I can spin through and I'm back in my original stance. A lot of folks are going to find it harder to kick through the air without a target, but if you can kick in the air without a target, then that makes you even better when you do have a target to hit and bounce off of.